Hello students. So, this week we're going to start jumping into something new beyond the if statements. We're going to have lists, and we're going to organize said list. What is a list? A list is a group of objects put together. So, I'm going to, in one moment, just run this Python shell, run module, and here's what essentially the program would wind up looking like. So you have yourself your high scores. You can either exit, add a score, or delete a score. You already know how to make a print statement that's multi-featured and then have an input. So I'm gonna add a score. What was your score? Oh, it was a 100. Why not? Yay! So now your high score is 100. What would you like to do? I'm gonna add a score. 1. What was your score? It was a 98. Boom. So now my high score is a 100 and a 98. Oops, let me roll this up a little bit just so everyone can see it. So, what would you like to do? I'd like to add a score. Oh, but this time it was a 99. Enter. Oh, look, and it even went 199, 98. So it's organizing these scores, this list of items. It's organizing them based on how they are. Oh, you know what? I'd like to delete a score. So let me hit 2. Oh, I'd like to remove that 98. So, boom. Now that 98 is gone. It's just a 100 and a 99. Okay, what would I like to do? I'd like to exit. And goodbye, so on and so forth. Now, of course, if we were to take a look at that in, say, our good old friend, the flowchart, it looks something like this, where we start the program, we define our all scores list, we have our user choice as none for the time being. Now, none is different from 0. 0 is actually a choice. None is not. So, while the choice is equal to 0, so if they hit 0, we end the program, obviously. So, but if we didn't, we define the high scores, print all the high scores in reverse order, and add the instructions, get the user input, is choice 0, yes, goodbye, we go back there. If not, 1, get new score, so on and so forth. If 2, we get this, that, go in there. And of course, we can delete the score. So yeah, if the score is not on the list, we have to let them know that, hey, that score you're trying to delete is not on the list. So let's try that again. Let's, run that module. And, so what do we want to do? I want to delete a score. What score would you like to remove? I would like to remove 70. Well, 70 isn't on the list because the high score has nothing in it. So it doesn't work. And of course, it would do that all over again. So, and I'd like to kill the program. So, obviously, if we take a look at it, it's a little bit more complex with a little bit more branching paths, but really, it all just goes right back around to this guy, into this while loop, and then we just have some if statements inside the while loops. So the big difference here, because we've already done while loops, we've already done if statements, is we're going to have to make lists. So, let's go over some of the basics of lists.